Trump, wake up. It's a blood sport. What will it take for Trump and the Republicans to realize that politics is a blood sport, as they say, but now more than ever? Politics is about who controls the power to use physical force. That's in general. Because the government has to enforce things. And now you have a situation where the Democrats, who are socialists, believe in wholesale redistribution of wealth, which means they believe in initiating physical force against other people to steal their money. They believe in legalized theft. Now, in order for Trump to wake up, all he has to do is look at the facts. The Mueller investigation. What do you think the Mueller investigation is all about? It's all about putting Trump in jail. Doesn't he realize that? And any member of his family as well. So that's what's at stake right now. And he apparently is oblivious. He's off in Europe saluting the dead heroes. Let someone else do that. Pence would be a good candidate. Attend to business here in the States, where you need to get control of what's going on. Okay, so Mueller investigation. But before that, this counterintelligence whole thing that started with no probable cause. So no probable cause for the counterintelligence to start spying on American people, on American citizens. Carter Page, no problem. No probable cause, no problem. No evidence that Trump colluded with the Russians to affect the election. There's no evidence. They haven't got any evidence. No problem. We'll catch him on something else. Tax return, business dealings. And if all of that doesn't work, perjury trap. He says something that somebody else said the opposite. We believe the other guy. So we're going to accuse him of perjury. This is so obvious. And how he can be oblivious to all of this, I don't understand. Because, well, I do have a theory, which is he just doesn't, he's not a politician. He's not used to this world. And he better get used to it quickly, or they're going to stick the dagger in his heart. Now, this is not only Trump, it's all of the Republicans. They have not grasped what's going on. And you can see it in the Florida elections. This lady, Miss Snipes, that is trying to steal the Senate race and the governorship from the Republicans, she has already been found guilty of throwing away ballots. She's violated all the electoral rules and laws in Florida, many of them, and anyway. And the Republicans keep talking about incompetence. This is not incompetence. This is criminality. The same thing as what happened with Hillary Clinton. They let her off, they exonerated her. Why? Because they wanted her to go in and do the socialist agenda. And they ignored the evidence against her, wrote the report before they investigated it, and it was all done for one purpose only, to get political power. Why did they try to destroy Trump and prevent him from being the president? And once he's the president, try to get him out? For the same reason. This is what it's all about. And the saying that politics is a blood sport is truer now than ever before. That's what's going on. So the Republicans better wake up before it's too late. Now, I have said that socialism is the root cause, but the root cause is even deeper. It is that certain people, like socialists, believe it's okay to use the power of the government to take money from some people and give it to the people that you like. That's what it's all about. It's all about money and legalized theft. And that's the problem. And as long as the Republicans don't wake up and realize in what world they're living, they will be the victims. Now, I said from the beginning, what will it take for them to wake up? How come they weren't ready in Florida and they didn't have observers and they weren't ready to come in immediately to stop the fraud? They didn't know it was going to happen? What's going on with these people? They don't learn from past experience? She already did that to them once. You're going to let them do it to the Republicans again? My goodness. So I hope this will be a rallying call for all people that believe in justice, that believe that you should follow the rule of law. And the Democrats don't believe in following the rule of law. That's just as simple as that. And they will do whatever it takes to get the political power. You saw that in the Kavanaugh hearings. They didn't want that judge. Smear him. False accusations. Later the ladies say, oh, it wasn't true. What we said, we just made it up. Why? Well, it's part of the cause. And the other thing that's happening is stop saying that something bad is going to happen when all these people like Maxine Waters and Holder invite people to commit violence, and to Hillary Clinton says you shouldn't be civil. Don't keep saying that something bad is going to happen. Something bad already happened. Who shot Scalise, the congressman? Who did he shoot? He wanted to pick off a few Republicans, a few less votes. That's it. Political power. He was willing to sacrifice himself to reduce the political power of the Republicans. And the Republicans are reticent and they don't want to say this, don't want to mention it. What's the matter with you? Don't you know it's a blood sport? You're in a battle. You need to recognize the facts. And part of it is that they are timid in recognizing the underlying philosophic flaw of socialism and redistribution of wealth, which is these people believe in the initiation of physical force. That's it. Now, they don't want to do it personally. They don't want to get their hands dirty. They want to do it through the government. What is it that the counterintelligence investigation that started without any probable cause, what were they trying to do? Well, they were trying to get dirt on Trump. First, by an illegal FISA warrant, again, to survey Carter Page or anybody that was in there. They could get their camera in there, leak stuff to the press that's on their side. Mainstream media will report anything, and make Trump be diminished and just destroy his possibility of being an effective leader. So don't waste your time over there in Europe. Come back home, baby. You got to take care of business and know what's important. One more thing. When you name an attorney general, you better name somebody that's going to have your back, that you already know knows the truth about the corruption in the DOJ and the FBI. A person that will, like Joe DeGenova, like I mentioned before, or I think also Congressman Radcliffe, who both have prosecutorial experience and You know, they understand what was going on. They understand the corrupt activities of the FBI and the DOJ, which were to use the government to surveil the opposing party's candidate and try to destroy the candidate. That's what Hillary Clinton was able to do. She was able to contract Fusion GPS and get dirt from the Russians and feed it to the DOJ and the FBI. And when Christopher Steele was caught leaking everything to the press, and they fired him because he was working for the FBI. Imagine that. The guy that Hillary Clinton hired to get the opposition research and get the dirt on Trump was hired by the FBI. Well, they fired him. And what happened? Well, he just went through a back channel, which was to get somebody else from this Fusion GPS. Nellie Orr. She works there. And give her the information. She would give it to her husband, Bruce Orr. Bruce Orr would feed it to the Mueller committee, to the FBI, to the DOJ, whoever. Oh, great. So if you want to turn into a third world country, that's all you need. For one party to be able to use the government to destroy the other party, this candidate or whatever. So give me your opinions, because there isn't anything more important, actually. The other stuff is minutia. Tell me what you think.